this is the biggest refugee camp.
Even today, Tutsi Congolese continue to be persecuted, killed, and no justice.
Desta importante visita ao campo de refugiados de Mahama.
Ko kiriya kibazo tutabigizemo uruhare ngo twitwa Abakongomani bariyo bo bakagira umutekano kandi bakitwa Abakongomani. Ni kuki twebwe nk'Abatutsi tutagira uburenganzira muri icyo gihugu?
And we are trying to raise awareness.
Ibibazo birazwi n'aba bantu bari hano bose barabizi.
Ijabo Life Center ni umujyanama ku myitwarire yirukana umuze mu mubiri ugacukubiri n'indwara za hato na hato. Egera aba bahanga rero bahanga muri iyo mihangayiko ituruka kuri stress cyangwa imirire mibi.
Mu Ijabo Life Center baragukorera reflexology ariyo nkangura myakura, detoxification ikura imyanda mu maraso, hydrotherapy igabanya ibinure n'umubyibuho ukabije ikanasohora imyanda mu mubiri, aromatherapy hashya indwara zifata imyanya y'ubuhumekero, ndetse na massage ivura ibibazo by'umugongo n'andi mavunane. Ijabo Life Center bakorera i Kigali
iruhande rw'ahahoze gare ya Kacyiru,
ahoroheye buri wese kuhagera.
hagamijwe rwo korohereza abatuye intara y'amajyepfo n'iy'uburengerazuba. Ijabo Life Center yabafungura ishami mu marembo ya gare ya Muhanga mu nyubako imwe na MTN ndetse na Sonarwa.
Wanahamagara kuri 0784373030.
Amagara mazima, igisobanuro cy'iterambere rirambye.
Reka tubahe ikaze inshuti bakunze ibi biganiro byacu bitandukanye nk'uko mwabibonye mu biganiro byacu bya mu gitondo, aho twababwiraga ko duhagurutse kuri Minisiteri y'Ububanyi n'Amahanga i Kigali n'abambasaderi abadiplomate batandukanye, twerekera mu karere ka Kirehe ni mu ntara y'Uburasirazuba, aho umuntu atabura kuvuga ko ari ku rubibi cyangwa se ku mupaka w'u Rwanda na Tanzania, ahari inkambi kugeza ubu ngubu ariyo nkambi nini mu Rwanda ifite impunzi nyinshi, aho iyi nkambi ihuriyemo impunzi z'abavuye muri Kongo ndetse n'abaturutse mu gihugu cy'u Burundi. Twavuga ko impunzi zavuye mu gihugu cy'u Burundi zaje mu gihe habaga imirwano cyangwa se hashaka kongezwa manda ku bwa Perezida Nkurunziza 2015, ndetse ubu Burundi bwo bukaba bumaze no gutangira gutera intambwe yo gushaka uko rucyura impunzi zabo nk'uko byagiye bigaragara mu makuru atandukanye, n'ubu bakigisha abarundi kugerageza gutaha. Iyi nkambi kandi irimo impunzi z'Abakongomani. Uyu munsi mu karere k'Uburasirazuba bwa Kongo hakiri imirwano, aho inyeshyamba M23 zihanganye n'indi mitwe itandukanye nk'uko mwakomeje kubyumva mu biganiro byacu bitandukanye, ndetse na leta ya Kongo ivuga ko itumvikana n'aba ba M23 bita ko ari inyeshyamba ndetse akaba abiterabwoba. Uyu munsi rero iyi nkambi irimo Abakongomani. Mu bibazo babajije cyangwa babwiraga abambasaderi b'ibihugu navuga ngo bikomeye birimo ibi bihugu navuga ngo twakwita mpatsi ibihugu byari biteraniye, harimo by'umwihariko nka ambasaderi w'igihugu cya Israel ukunze kugaragara mu bikorwa bitandukanye mu Rwanda, nawe yari mu bitabiriye uyu muhango wo gusura iyi nkambi yo mu karere ka Kirehe, aho rero babaza bati bizagenda bite. Bagaragaza ko ikibazo kiri muri Kongo kiri ku bwoko bw'Abatutsi, bidanashingiye ku bavuga ikinyarwanda gusa, kuko hariyo n'abandi bo mu bwoko bw'Abahutu n'Abatutsi nk'uko babisobanuye, ariko uyu munsi badafite ikibazo na kimwe. Inshuti bakunze, reka tubashimire, tubaho umwanya wo gukurikira. Bavuze mu rurimi rw'ikinyarwanda, Icyongereza ndetse n'igiportugale muri rusange. Ndabashimiye, mugire ibihe byiza. Ndiskovia Mutesi.
Turabashimiye cyane ko baje kwifatanya natwe kureba uko mubayeho ndetse nuko turi buze kubumva mudufasha kubakira. N'aba partenaire bakomeye mu byo dukorera impunzi zakiriwe mu Rwanda, ariko ni n'aba partenaire bakomeye mu guteza imbere igihugu cyacu, uburyo dukorana mu rugendo rw'iterambere ry'igihugu. Murambabarira babwire mu Cyongereza, hanyuma haraza kugira umuntu uri budufashe gusubiramo ibyavuzwe muri make mu Kinyarwanda kugira ngo namwe muze kumva ibyavugiwe. It is my great pleasure to have you today in Mahama, and this is the biggest refugee camp hosting over 58,000 refugees. We've got mainly Burundians and the Congolese. I wish to extend my sincere appreciation to the diplomatic community, as I just said in Kinyarwanda, for availing yourselves for this visit and for the contribution in our country's development journey, and particularly your great support to refugee response interventions in Rwanda. I wish to take this opportunity again to thank UNHCR, WFP, and all the partners for all the good collaboration, and also particularly want to recognize the support of your respective countries and the European Union, in particular for the operations in the emergency transit mechanism. Rwanda has been hosting refugees for decades, and currently we accommodate countrywide more than 126,000 refugees, mainly from DRC and Burundi. 59% are Congolese, Burundian are 40%, and more refugees. We've got more than 91% lives in 5 refugee camps. Urban refugees represent only 9%, and we've got a big representation of children, around 48% of the total population. I think you managed to see the students coming and going to school, and this is the proper time to see them. We've got, as we'll be able to visit one of the schools, we've got the biggest school in Rwanda, more than 25,000 students in one school, in one school. It's a 5 in one big school. The government of Rwanda has put, as you know, in place policies and laws enabling the socio-economic inclusion of refugees in national programs, including but not limited to integration in the education system, as I said, the health, the civil registration, and access to finance, and also to economic opportunities. For many years, refugee response in Rwanda has been humanitarian-led. However, with the complex refugee displacement worldwide, it requires development and humanitarian nexus, complemented by homegrown solutions. Protected situation of refugees is facing challenges in funding, and the length of stay has continued to grow. Therefore, there is an urgent call for more resources, mobilization to continue improving their well-being and their living standards for our refugees we host in Rwanda. However, most importantly, we need to tackle the root causes of this displacement, this forced displacement, and continue finding durable solutions, including the voluntary repatriation. Furthermore, we wish to stress that refugee response is a shared responsibility. The effective humanitarian and development responses, reinforced by strong political commitment and multi-stakeholder partnership, continue to comprehensively find durable solution for these refugees. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to come back to Congolese refugee situation. Currently, Rwanda hosts over than 75,000 Congolese refugees. Among them, 88% are from North Kivu, and only 8% are from South Kivu. The insecurity situation that persisted in the eastern DRC since 1994 due to the presence of militia groups, including FDLR and others, has led to killings of many Tutsi Congolese and forced those displacements and their families to flee to Rwanda and other neighboring countries. We are not only the ones hosting Congolese refugees in this region. On different occasions during past years, Congolese refugees have expressed their intention to return, but in vain. I would like to inform you that the government of Rwanda, the DRC, and UNHCR undertook different tripartite ministerial and bilateral meetings to discuss the implementation of refugee repatriation, as well as roles and responsibilities of each party. However, no progress was made so far, but we will continue to work together, and possibly we will reach this long-awaited agreement to effect Congolese refugee voluntary return. As you all know, there is no better place than home. I would like to hereby acknowledge the Burundian move to visit the Burundian refugees and encourage them to continue repatriating. This visit is an opportunity for the diplomatic community to witness and interact with concerned refugees, and we hope we will join our efforts to continue working towards getting favorable conditions for this situation and allow their safe and dignified return to DRC. Ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, I wish to highlight a few challenges currently faced in refugee response intervention in Rwanda. These include a consistent decrease in funding for the response interventions, and they result into some of the limitation in services, in basic services like medical referrals, shelter rehabilitation, and classrooms construction, but also some of the basic facilities like laboratories, didactical equipment, and libraries in schools. And most importantly, they lead to food reduction, food assistance reduction or cut. We also have limited resources to roll out the clean cooking, like LPG for cooking in all camps. We only got this big camp, Mahama, and one in the south called Mugomga. And we also want to advocate for more resources in livelihood opportunities, so that these, as we are seeing the decrease in funding, particularly in humanitarian assistance, they are able to produce more revenues for themselves, for their self-reliance. We also have serious environment degradation in and around the camps due to mainly the inappropriate facilities constructed during the emergency. We've traveled through the camp. The houses built were semi-permanent, and with the years they are aging, and they will need some upgrade, rehabilitation, and adaptation. To this end, I wish to call all of you to join our efforts and advocate for resource mobilization to continue improving the well-being of refugees while we continue to find also the durable solution for them. Excellencies, representatives of diplomatic missions in Rwanda, government officials, representatives of UN agencies, NGOs, their partners, I would like to conclude my remarks by commending all of you for your contribution and support to refugee response intervention, and hereby reaffirm the government of Rwanda commitment to continue our existing good collaboration and strengthen the partnership in finding durable solutions for refugees. I wish you a fruitful visit and enjoyable moment in Mahama. Murakoze cyane.
His Excellencies, ambassadors, and representative of diplomatic mission in Rwanda. Dear colleagues, refugees, and humanitarian workers, I would like to thank the government of Rwanda for hosting refugees for so many years in this beautiful country. And as we speak, more refugees are still coming in from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The door are still open to receive those refugees. The government have also opened the doors of the institution to facilitate the integration of refugees in education, in economic opportunities, and in health, because refugees in urban area have access to the community-based health insurance, while in camp we are providing assistance through provision of service through the health. You will have an opportunity to visit one of the health facilities in the camp. The Honorable Minister have highlighted very perfectly the situation of the refugee in Rwanda and the assistance provided by humanitarian and also the government here. So I will not go back to those. But my plea to the diplomatic corps is to continue to support this effort. As we speak, the funding to the refugee program, both for the UN agency, UNHCR, WFP, is not covering the entire need. So there is gap, and if efforts are not being made to increase, we might face some service gap in the coming months. So we count on your support. There is no little amount. Whatever is possible, please assist the humanitarian program in Rwanda. We were compelled to reduce our assistance, as Honorable Minister have said. Food assistance have been prioritized, meaning some people have been excluded based on assessment criteria. But still, the pipeline for WFP is not covered till the end of the year. And one of the things Honorable Minister have highlighted is the provision of gas to do the cooking of the food provided. As you know, access to firewood is not easy in this context, and the provision of gas is essential to ensure that family will continue to cook, to have their meals, their daily meals, as it is fit for any human. So my call is for the diplomatic corps, the donor country, to continue to assist financially, but also in the diplomatic front to work so that the peace will come back in the area of origin of refugees. As Honorable Minister have said, the repatriation is one of the best solutions. So if there is peace at the area of origin, be it in Congo or elsewhere, the repatriation will be a possibility, and we will work together to achieve this lasting objective. So I would like to thank all of you to have made this time available to come and witness the refugee situation, and I hope that we will hear from you for your support to assist the people we serve. Thank you very much. Murakoze cyane.
Honorable Minister, Excellency, Ambassadors, and the representative of the diplomatic mission, Mayor of Kilehe, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mutijima William, speaking today on behalf of Congolese refugees. We couldn't thank you enough for honoring us with your presence in this place of visit, which count for us more than you can imagine. We are in front of you as a Congolese refugee living in Mahama camp, but relocated from Gihembe and Kigeme camps. Some of us have been in Rwanda for more than 26 years. Even today, Tutsi Congolese continue to be persecuted, killed, and no justice is rendered to us. We Congolese Tutsi refugees living in Rwanda, although relieved by the repatriation process which have just been initiated through tripartite meeting in different times. Congolese government, Rwanda government, and the UNHCR, we would like to draw the attention to the current socio-political security context prevailing in the eastern part of DRC, where most of us originated. In fact, we are shocked by a radicalization of local population by DRC political leaders who continue to refute the existence of Congolese refugees in Rwanda, some qualifying them as people who are only there to populate the land of the DRC for the purpose of balkanizing it. Added this, the rise of hate speech, which continue to be propagated by civil society actors, citizen movement, and the members of the ruling party are our serious concern. We draw your attention on the continuation of killing and arbitrary arrest against Tutsi by the Congolese security service in collaboration with the FDLR and the other militias currently turned into local reservists. They are also readying the cattle while imposing countries of fear of being persecuted. The information we have is that more than 200 Tutsi were different identified in prison of Makara, Kinshasa, and Munzenze in Goma, respectively. The latter were arrested because of their faith and being Tutsi. They live inhuman and degrading condition, and this has to stop. A few among other concerns stated above must be taken into account subsequently by the international community, Congolese government of Rwanda, and UNHCR in examining the process of repatriation of Congolese Tutsi to avoid delivering them into this hell and slaughterhouse. In spite to the above situation in DRC, to enable Congolese refugee repatriation, we recommend different parties of the following: to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, stopping killing and persecution, target Congolese Tutsi. DRC government to respect and implement the Rwanda Mini Summit of November 23, 2022, and the Nairobi Peace Initiatives. To implement the recent recommendation of the European Union and the USA, including the disarmament and the sanction of collaboration of FRDC with local and foreign armed groups in DRC, which continue to make internally displaced persons and refugees, particularly Congolese Tutsi, because of their ethnicity and racial background. To the UN, the following the latest arrests from the Special Advice to the Secretary of the United Nations on the Prevention of genocide, it is imperative that the UN must do the following. Reactivate the disarmament and the repatriation plan of FDLR, who continue to coalesce with the local militias, making the Congolese to see the permanent target. This would help to accomplish this never again genocide policy in the world, particularly the Great Lake region. Push to stop killing against by Nyamurenge in South Kivu, Mahama in Ituri, and our Tutsi who remain in North Kivu. So the Eastern Africa community, we proud the effort so far made by the Eastern Africa community, and we kindly request to fight against genocide in the Great Lake region and the neutralize, disarm, arrest, and being before international tribunal, the perpetrators of genocide, including the forces, which committed the genocide in Rwanda in 1994, and all other similar forces which may be formed in the future. In accordance with the 1948 Genocide Convention and relevant United Nations Security Council resolution. Encourage the international community to assist host countries and the area where refugees live and to mitigate the adverse effect of the protracted presence of refugee in spirit of bargain sharing. Taking these recommendations into account could solve the major cause of the instability of the Eastern DRC, in particular, and the Great Lake region in general, and make our dream and wish to return to our homeland. As I stated before, no better place than our home. Before I conclude, I would like to bring to your attention that we have many unmet needs where we live in refugee camps. And the reason given is the lack of funding, and this is the impending services and living condition of all refugees in Rwanda. We take this opportunity of your visit today to advocate to donors, countries, and the international community in general to provide more resources to support us and improve the well-being. We thank you very much for listening to us.
Minister, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I will make my speech in Portuguese, and our interpreter will translate it. Honorável Maria Solange, Ministra encarregue de Gestão de Emergências da República do Ruanda, Senhora Linda Kuranga, Diretora-Geral da Imigração e da Emigração, Senhora Clementina Mukeka, Secretária Permanente do Ministério dos Negócios Estrangeiros e Cooperação Internacional do Ruanda, Sr. Felipe Abichuti, Secretário Permanente do Ministério de Gestão de Emergências da República do Ruanda, Sr. Bruno Rangira, Governador do Distrito de Kirehe, excelentíssimos embaixadores, altos comissários e representantes das organizações internacionais e regionais, membros do corpo diplomático acreditados no Ruanda, distintos membros da direção do campo de Mahama, caros cidadãos refugiados neste campo, minhas senhoras e meus senhores. Bom dia, boa tarde, neste caso, Miriué. Em representação de Sua Excelência Decano do Corpo Diplomático, acreditado no Ruanda, Gui Nestor Itu, Embaixador da República do Congo, tenho a honra de proferir algumas palavras por ocasião desta importante visita ao campo de refugiados de Mahama, localizado aqui no distrito de Kiré, província oriental do Ruanda. Em conformidade com a Convenção de 1951 sobre o Estatuto dos Refugiados, considera-se refugiado pertence a um determinado grupo social ou opinião política, bem como também a grave e generalizada violação dos direitos humanos. Os refugiados aqui presentes no campo de Mahama são maioritariamente provenientes do Burundi e da RDC. Estes últimos, resultantes da situação de insegurança no leste deste país, agravada a partir do mês de novembro do ano de 2022, constituído por milhares de cidadãos congoleses, entre homens, mulheres e crianças. A visita dos membros do corpo diplomático a este local tem como objetivo constatar no terreno a realidade vivida pelos refugiados protegidos neste centro pelas autoridades ruandesas. Estamos todos cientes e reconhecemos os esforços que o governo da República do Ruanda, liderado por Sua Excelência Presidente Paulo Kagame, a quem endereçamos uma saudação especial pelo gesto magnânimo e humanitário demonstrado no acolhimento de refugiados, em particular os provenientes do leste da RDC, em consequência do ambiente de insegurança vivido neste território da região dos Grandes Lagos, aliviando-os do trauma que sofrem pelo deslocamento do seu habitat. Acredito que os membros do corpo diplomático aqui representados estão solidários com as autoridades do Ruanda no ingente esforço que está a ser feito no âmbito do Plano Estratégico para a Inclusão de Refugiados 2019-2024 para a proteção e segurança dos refugiados, garantindo a estes alimentação, assistência médica e medicamentosa, educação, apoio financeiro, oportunidade de trabalho, dentre outros direitos fundamentais. Estes refugiados, naturalmente, gozam dos direitos de proteção no âmbito da Convenção de 1951 e de outros instrumentos internacionais aprovados e ratificados por todos os Estados que integram a comunidade internacional sobre a égide das Nações Unidas e da União Africana. Minhas senhoras e meus senhores, para concluir, permitam-me secundar as preocupações manifestadas várias vezes pelo secretário-geral das Nações Unidas, Dr. António Guterres, e pelo presidente da União Africana, Macky Sall, bem como pelos líderes dos países que nós representamos, que mantêm manifestado a sua maior profunda preocupação pela situação dos refugiados resultantes do conflito existente no leste da RDC. Assim, tendo em conta que da concessão do direito de asilo pode resultar em encargos pesados para as partes, para os países que albergam, e neste caso concreto para a República do Ruanda, estamos certos que a solução satisfatória deste problema está alcançado com o engajamento efetivo de toda a comunidade internacional, na qual os países que representamos estão inclusos. Com certeza que o corpo diplomático aqui representado continuará a fazer parte da gestão da situação dos refugiados na República do Ruanda. Muito obrigado pela atenção dispensada. Outra coisa, Sana.
Thank you very much. I'll be translating the speech of His Excellency Ambassador Eduardo Filomeno Barbeleiro Tavi. Honorable Marie Kawiz Solange, Minister of Emergency Management of the Republic of Rwanda, Ms. Lyd Ikuranga, Director General of Immigration and Immigration, Ms. Clement Mukeka, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of Rwanda, Mr. Philip Abishuti, Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Emergency Management, Honorable Bruno Hanjira, Mayor of Kirehe District, distinguished ambassadors, high commissioners, and representative of international and regional organizations, member of the diplomatic corps accredited to Rwanda, distinguished members of the management of Mahama camp, dear refugee in this camp, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, Mirwe. Thank you. On behalf of His Excellency Dean of the Diplomatic Corps accredited to Rwanda, Guinness Tautur, Ambassador of the Republic of Congo, I have the honor to address a few words on the occasion of this important visit to the Mahama refugee camp located here in Kirehe District, Eastern Province. In accordance with Article 1 of the 1951 Convention relating to the status of the refugees, a refugee is a person who is away from his or her country of origin owing to well-founded fear of persecution for reasons of race, region, nationality, membership of particular group, or particular opinion, as well as serious widespread violation of human rights. To summarize, we are all aware of and recognize the effort made by the government of the Republic of Rwanda, led by His Excellency President Paul Kagame, to whom we extend a special greeting for the generous and humanitarian gesture shown in welcoming the refugees, in particular those coming from the eastern part of the DRC as results of the insecurity environment experienced in that territory. I believe that the members of the diplomatic corps represented here are in solidarity with the Rwandan authorities in enormous efforts being made under the strategic plan for the refugee inclusion 2019-2024 for the protection and safety of refugees. Ladies and gentlemen, following the concerns raised by several times by the Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, and by the Chairman of the African Union, Maxel, as well as by the leaders of the countries we represent, they expressed their deepest concern for the situation of the refugees resulting from the conflicts in the eastern part of the DRC. Thus, taking into account that the granting of the rights of asylum can result in heavy burden for countries hosting them, in this particular case, the Republic of Rwanda, we are sure that a satisfactory solution to this problem will be achieved with effective engagement of the entire international community, which is the countries represented here. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you, Murakoze-chan.
We're conscious of the time, and also it's raining. We had prepared a moment of Q&A session, question and answers. We're just going to be brief. So wadufite time yo kugira gutanga ibitekerezo cyangwa kubaza ibibazo, ariko nkuko mubibona imvura iri kugwa, turagerageza kwihuta.
Ni ikibazo kireba abakongomani bavuga ururimi rw'ikinyarwanda bava mu burasirazuba bwa Kongo. Cyane ndavuga ikibazo cy'inkambi ziri mu Rwanda ndetse n'iziri Uganda n'iziri Kenya. Ikibazo cya mbere, 1885 abakoloni bafite igihugu cyacu cya Kongo, hari cyitwaga Rwanda, Burundi, Congo Belge. Icyo gihe abatutsi nta kibazo bari bafite. Ibi bibazo rero tugira ngo amahirwe mboneyeho wenda n'abandi bakongomani bagenzi banje batigeze babona, ni ukubona umuryango w'abibumbye cyangwa se abahagarariye ibihugu byabo mu Rwanda bari aha bose nk'Uburaya ndetse na Leta Zunze Ubumwe za Amerika. Iki kibazo rero tubagezaho ni iki? Ko kiriya kibazo tutabigizemo uruhare ngo Kongo yacu twitwa Abakongomani, kandi abari bakolonije Kongo bazo ubwabo ko bakase imbibi nta ruhare tubifitemo. Ese babivuga iki iyo babona ubwoko bw'Abatutsi uzerera ku isi kandi bafite iwabo?
Nk'uko mugenzi wanjye amaze kubivuga, twibonye muri Kongo ariko twibonayo turi amoko agera kuri 3 tujyanywe n'imbibi bakase. Twibonayo turi Abatutsi, twibonayo turi Abahutu, twibonayo kandi turi hariyo n'Abatwa. Abo bose bajyanywe n'imbibi z'igihugu, nta muntu n'umwe wabigizemo uruhare. Ikibazo dufite cyane ni iki ngiki ngo mbese ko bene wacu twajyanywe hamwe n'ibitewe n'imbibi z'igihugu, bariyo bo bakagira umutekano kandi bakitwa Abakongomani. Ni kuki twebwe nk'Abatutsi tutagira uburenganzira muri icyo gihugu, bo kandi bakaba batekanye bamerewe neza? Urugero nko muri 64 habaye intambara ihiga Abatutsi kandi abo twajyanye twari kumwe. Abo Batutsi barishwe muri uwo mwaka, baranyagwa, baratwikirwa bazira kuko ari Abatutsi, kandi abo twajyanye ari bo maze kuvuga Abahutu n'Abatwa bo bari batekanye. Bigaragare ko atari ururimi rw'Ikinyarwanda bahigaga, ahubwo ko ari umuntu witwa Umututsi. Tukavuga ngo mbese ni iki mwadukorera kugira ngo natwe twibone muri kiriya gihugu nk'abandi Bakongomani, nk'abo bene wacu babonye uburenganzira bakaba batuye bameze neza, ariko twebwe tutagira aho dukomoka. Murakoze rero koko twababonye, turabasaba kudukorera ubuvugizi kugira ngo dusubire mu gihugu cyacu tubone uburenganzira nk'abandi Bakongomani bose, kandi turizera ko muzabikora kandi tubatekerejeho igisubizo ubuvugizi bwiza. Murakoze, murakara.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Muramwumva?
Thank you very much for sharing. I'm Johanna Teague. I'm the Swedish ambassador. And I can say that in the EU community, we are following the situation of what's going on in the Eastern DRC with great concern. And we are raising this issue to our headquarters. And at the last occasion yesterday, we had a conversation when we have decided to also bring this up following the Article 8 dialogue we had, and pass this on to Brussels in a report we are sending within shortly. So rest assured that this is something that we have, that we are following. We are really, really concerned about it, and we are trying to raise awareness at our headquarter level as well.
Uko ibibazo birazwi n'aba bantu bari hano bose barabizi, ni nayo mpamvu baje kubasura. Ikindi nuko na guverinoma y'u Rwanda ndetse na guverinoma ya Kongo na UNHCR tuzakomeza ibiganiro nkuko byatangiye na mbere, ariko n'ubu birateganijwe. Turizera yuko ibisubizo bigomba kuboneka kandi bizaba ari byiza ku kibazo kimaze igihe nkuko mwabivuze. Murakoze.
Abakamba Songa François, ndagira ngo banze nshimire nyakubahwa Minisitiri waje mu hagarariye Perezida wa Repubulika, bashimira uburyo batwitaho ndetse n'abafatanyabikorwa ba HCR. Ndagira ngo mbaze ikibazo, ahangaha turi impunzi z'Abakongomani, ariko ikibazo kiza kidutangaza, twumva buri gihe imiryango mpuzamahanga ivuga ngo never again, nta genocide izongera kubaho. Ariko muri Kongo iwacu uko yagiye itangira no mu Rwanda, muri Kongo niho ikomereje. None se bayikoze mu Rwanda nibo bari kwikora muri Kongo. Noneho EAC kagenda ikaja mu gace kamwe kabariho umutekano, abandi bene wacu bari murenge na Zaituri bagakomeza gupfa rubuzo, kandi iyo miryango niyo yari iri mu Rwanda niyo iri muri Kongo. Twagira ngo rwose mukomeze ubuvugizi. Ikindi kibazo nabaza, ahangaha mu nkambi dufite bene wacu baje ejo bundi, bafite abana babo bari kwandagara, ntago bari kwiga. Twagira ngo mudukorere ubuvugizi rwose nyakubahwa Minisitiri, nimara abana nabo babone uko bakwiga byaba bidufashije. akandi nasorezaho ni akabazo kajanye n'ubuvuzi. Angaha turi ubuvuzi amatransfer yarahagaze, ariko kandi nubwo yahagaze nta kibazo wende twamenya ko bije ari nkeya, ariko n'uburyo batuvura ahangaha umuntu aja kwa muganga mu gitondo saa 12 iyindi saa 12 agataha nta muganga abonye. Twagira ngo mudufashe ahangaha rwose uburyo bwa serivisi babunoze byadufasha. Murakoze, mugira ibihe byiza.
Garuka kuri kiriya kibazo abajije Minema kuri probably na UNHCR ariko nabandi babafasha, nuko abana baje vuba ntabwo twashoboraga guhita tubashyira mu mashuri, kuko ikibazo cya mbere nuko muri DRC biga mu Gifaransa, bisaba yuko babategura kugira ngo bazatangirane n'abandi umwaka w'amashuri utangiye. Turakomeza tubikore, abari Nkamira baratangiye ariko n'abari hano bagomba gutangira bakiga ururimi buhoro ariko bakanentegra kugira ngo nibajya mu mashuri yabo bazabashe gukurikirana n'abandi. Ikindi nuko baje hagati mu mwaka, biragoye cyane kwinjiza abana hagati mu mwaka, ariko bakeneye kubona ayo masomo abafasha kugira ngo nibatangira bizaborohere kwiga. Iby'ubuzima n'ubuzima busanzwe byaba abagomba kwifuza ariko n'izindi services zisanzwe umuntu wese akeneye n'ubundi bazakomeza kubihabwa nkuko bikwiye. Ndumva ari cyo nabasubiza. Ikindi yavuze nuko yifuza yuko the never again iba effective koko. Ni intambara, ni urugamba twese tugomba kujyaho nk'ibihugu kugira ngo aho tubona signs za genocide cyangwa ibindi bitargetinga abantu specific groups bihagarikwe hakiri kare tutarabona ibintu biba organized bikica abantu benshi, kandi twese tubizi tubifiteho na responsabilité cyane cyane ibihugu biba byarasinye. Ni ibintu bikwiye kuvugwa, nayo mpamvu twese turi hano uno munsi kugira ngo dukomeze twerekane sign ya solidarité no kugira ngo dukore ibyo dukwiye kuba dukora kugira ngo bidakomeza. Murakoze.